everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas day and you got to spend it with your loved ones and your family and that you really enjoyed each other's company. I want to apologize for my voice. I do have a little bit of a cold, so I'm sorry about that. I really wanted to share my very first bullet journal. I recently purchased this and I really want to start bullet journaling. I watched quite a lot of videos, and there's a psychological reason behind this for me because I tend to live in the future. I tend to overthink things and I tend to worry about the future. And I really want to be able to live in the moment more and enjoy the moments that are happening right now. So I think this is going to be really helpful for me. I always had a planner. I like to plan things, and I wrote down my work schedule and my appointments. But this is a blank journal, and I have to fill it in myself. And I think it's quite scary as well, but it's a really good thing for me. I'm not sure how to explain it because obviously this is not my mother language, but I hope you understand what I mean. So the only investment that I did is purchasing this Leuchtturm A5 bullet journal. I already had these micron pens because I like to do some hand lettering as well. I don't have any brush pens or any other supplies yet because I want to see if I can keep up with the bullet journaling. So I just use some coloring pencils for my highlights, and that's it. So I really want to point out that I'm a beginner. I have to learn a lot, and I was inspired by two ladies here on YouTube, Amanda Rach Lee and My Life in a Bullet. They both have a ton of subscribers, and maybe you already know them. I will post the link to both ladies' channels in the description box below because they're so inspirational and they're wonderful artists. So and I also was inspired by some pictures on Pinterest. So let me get into my bullet journal. Let me see. I don't use the key. There's a key in here, but I don't like to use it yet. I do have my own. I do have my own way to point out if it's an appointment or a task. So I use the index. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this all year long, but for now I filled in part of the index. And I already made a few mistakes and I wanted to rip out the pages because I'm quite a perfectionist, but I forced myself to keep them in and see myself, try to see that I still have to learn a lot and hopefully will be learning throughout this bullet journal journey. So my first pages are my future log, and I just made an overview of the months and I added some color with my coloring pencils. I wrote down some birthdays and some holidays. I don't really like this, and first I used a ruler, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I just like to draw things out by hand. So don't really like these pages, but I forced myself to keep them in this journal. And I already made the mistake by not leaving enough blank pages. I started January way too soon because now I don't have enough space to write down some more things for the whole year of 2018. But yeah, it is what it is. So here I have a page with places I want to go. And here I have my goals for the new year. I just did some doodling along the pages, and yeah, I really like to do that. So I'm not really a big fan of these two pages, but we'll see. And here is where January starts, and it's way too soon in my bullet journal, but it is what it is. I saw a picture on Pinterest of this dream catcher, and I really liked it. I made it my own a little bit, but I drew this, and I really enjoyed drawing this dream catcher, especially the feathers. I really like details, and I had a lot of fun trying to make them as detailed as I could. I'm sorry. Yeah, there it is. And I also created some shadows with a pencil as well. It's not showing very well on camera, but the next page I do have my mood tracker, and I drew a branch with some flowers and some leaves, and this is my mood, and I do have 10 boxes. I chose to do it in my own language, in Dutch, for this moment. Maybe I will excuse me, maybe I will change it into English, but for now I decided to do it in Dutch. So this is my mood tracker, and I was inspired by this for this by Amanda Rachley. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I uploaded or recorded a video, so I do have to search for my words. Here I have a place for the reason or the feeling that I had. So if I had a good day, I really want to write down the reason or the feeling that I had that day, because I do I really have a difficulty. I'm quite incompetent to describe my feelings, so I really want to, I hope to be able to do that better once I practice it. And this is my monthly overview. I just drew some cactuses and I tried some calligraphy. I already wrote down some appointments that I have, and let me put it up a little bit closer. And I did some drop shadows, and I was inspired for this by Amanda Rachley. I do have a place for some notes and some tasks as well, and some wishes that I have. And since it's my birthday month, I really want to have a selfie photo printer. So it's not the most beautiful or the most, it's a quite simple layout, but I'm still learning. So, and here is my weekly spread. It's pretty simple. I just drew out some boxes and created a drop shadow, and I did some doodling. I decided to make 4 weeks ahead, and I put the number of the week right here, and I already wrote down some appointments that I have, and it's pretty simple. I do regret that I already made the 4 weeks because they're all the same, so I think I'm going to do that differently next month. But because I already had quite some appointments in January, I really wanted to plan ahead. So they're all the same. This is week 2, and with my birthday, and I left some room to write down my work schedule. Week 3, and this is week 4. And I don't think I'm going to start February on this page. I think I will leave some blank pages to be able to maybe do some journaling, a few lines a day or something like that. But yeah, I really have to figure it out, what I like and what works for me. So yeah, this is my very first bullet journal with my setup for the new year. And the most important thing is that I really enjoyed doodling and writing down things. So I hope I will be able to keep up with it. And yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful holiday week. I want to wish you all the best for the new year. A lot of health, happiness and love. And please be nice to each other. I think it's the most important thing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.